I might have to switch my mics to. I can't figure out why I can't hear you. No, you. I can hear you faintly. It sounds like you're whispering.
Okay,
Now
is
I
that
can hear
better?
you. Oh my God. Yes, way better. I
Okay,
don't think I can hear anymore.
we got it. We got it. We got it.
What
Okay.
was it, Kim? I went and switched my things because I said it got to be this.
You know what? We figured it out all together. Anyway, hey everyone, we're getting ready to do some chatting this time about the second episode in season 1 of Powerbook 2 Ghost. And I have my dear friend and colleague Finn. How you
Hey, 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 hey.
doing?
I'm doing great.
Oh boy. Well, we'll see what episode 2 will bring for us.
I'm excited. I want to know what's up.
Me too, for sure. 2 will bring for us. Now let
I'm
me
ex-
just. Okay. Well, I definitely want to hear about. I want to see about Mary J. So it's coming on now, and it's going to show some previews. Well, what previously happened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they showing Ghost.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you ready?
I'm watching. I'm
Okay.
watching the what happened last time.
All right. Now, can you hear my TV?
I cannot.
Good. Good. So that's a good thing. Now.
Now our TVs might be on a different, time, but what I'm looking at now is the previous episode, like just some highlights of it.
Okay. I'm going to. I think I'm gonna get up because it's far away from where I'm at.
Okay. Well, you can bring it closer.
Okay. Hold up.
Hello, Louisiana boy James. Oh, okay. We're just looking at what happened last time. We decided we were going to watch together, and Finn will be right back in. Hope your day was well, your weekend was well. Hey, just in case, Louisiana boy James, could you let me know if you can hear me pretty well, or if I need to increase or decrease the sound? I would appreciate it. I love that song. I remember when they changed the song. Do you guys remember that? And it was like Fallout. Like, what you doing? All right. Bright life, city life. All right. On my side, it's coming on now. Tasha is pacing
Mm-mm-mm.
as Method Man.
He playing that role.
Hmm.
Good evening, Louisiana boy James.
Mm. Mm-mm. Didn't get the full story. Stop lying, Tasha. No, no. You ain't reading nothing. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Did. Cynthia, Miss Carmichael is something else. Uh, of course it matters. Mm. He told him to get some cojones. Okay. Hey Finn, did you just let me know if you muted yourself because I saw you was on mute. Is something wrong?
I muted myself.
Okay. Seems like I've seen him before. Oh, he's a cop. Hmm. Okay, girl.
So that dude was the cop that came on the scene that time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't try to hit on her.
Boy, he doesn't know which way to go. Everybody's pulling him all different types of ways. Decisions. No, she was not the boss. Boy, mm, all they want to do is save what the party looks like. Come on, Method Man. Come on, Davis McLean. Exactly. And they know he was dirty and they don't care. Mm, mm.
It's coming back.
Mm, they're getting into it. There it is. I knew that tension between them was gonna come out. Okay, Louisiana, you can't hear us? Can you hear now? Okay, great, Louisiana boy James. Sorry about that. You think she gonna testify against Sachs? Mm-hmm. That's not gonna happen. Talking about staying away from. So what is she addicted to? If sex or is it alcohol or what? Drugs? Well, it used to be. Oh boy. Louisiana boy James, I wonder if you are ahead of us because right now I'm looking at a young man getting up from the dinner table going to the door. I like him. I've seen him in other shows. Mm-mm. He said she really filled out. Mm. And we see who run that household. Like dinner is over. Mm-mm. You didn't see nothing. You didn't hear nothing. You don't know nothing. Mm. You listening to him saying in Louisiana? Ooh, I hate that word. Mm. Okay, I see what you mean now, Louisiana. How are you that far ahead? You must be watching this on demand or something. Mm. You don't know the half of it. You shouldn't have did that. That's not what he wanted. Mm-mm. Mm. Ooh, she gonna pimp her daughter out. Yeah, Louisiana boy. Mm-mm. She wanna know everything about him. You a smart woman. Finn, what do you think about that? Come off mute.
Uh, we in different series right now.
I'm sorry, say it again.
I said we're in three different parts. Louisiana boy, he's in He's way ahead of us.
I see
You're way ahead of me, and I'm in the kitchen with the daughter and the mother.
that. Oh, shoot.
Because you were making comments, and I said, well, I ain't saying that.
That's what was happening with Louisiana boy. Uh-huh. And I'm watching it on. It's so many different ways to watch it now. Cause I'm watching it on my Spectrum app.
Mm-hmm.
Uh oh, which boy? Which boy? Oh, sorry, Finn.
Shoot.
Louisiana boy, James. What are you watching on? Cause I just got through seeing how just by calling his family's name, Tariq's friend from his previous school just got the cops just to turn around and leave after getting punched in the mouth by his brother. Okay, Sam. Yeah, I can hear it on your side. Oh, YouTube. Okay,
All right, I'm gonna mute.
we're gonna all talk once it's over. Louisiana boy, you can even come on up and talk to. I'm sure YouTube is doing better than the actual Stars app. The Stars. Mm. Sax is in all kind of trouble. Mm. He don't know which way to turn. Mm. Some people say things to help them get through, but I'm just like, mm, baby girl wasn't alone anyway if you believe in God in heaven. But she said that because her father. Mm. Mm. Uh-oh, look who showed up. I'm crazy about him. I always did like Lorenz Tate after he played in that movie with Nia Long, Love Jones. Ooh, they slick, they slick. So Tasha's gonna deliver the eulogy. I wonder did they let her dress up and put her wig back on. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's kind of short, Tasha. Oh, what kind of dress is that for a funeral? Where is she gonna run? That's what I want to know. Hey, Pandy Pandy. Pandy, you want to come up now? You want to wait till afterwards? Mm. Tariq don't know. Ooh, which way he gonna go? Oh, I remember him, but I wonder what part he's gonna play in this season. Mm. Okay, Pandy. We'll see you in a bit. Mm. I wonder if he really thinks Ghost turned it around. James St. Patrick. Now you know what you are. I know that when Ghost got shot. But it just seems like it was such a long time compared to the new uh spinoff. So they're almost making it like if all of this happened within. I guess it did within 2 weeks. I guess would they normally hold a person's body refrigerated for more than 2 weeks? I'm not sure. Now Tasha has on all black, but my goodness, I mean that skirt is short and side of it is out on the top. Oh well. And look at the ex gubernatorial candidate. He cracked me up. She knows she don't mean he don't mean her any good. He's there to look good. Mm. They throwing the Democratic Party under the bus for this show. What is Tasha going to say? Oh, Tariq's gonna. Okay, Tariq's gonna speak. Hey man, come on, Tariq. Truth was complicated. You complicated man. The manifestation of what he could never be. Oh, I remember her. Mm. Uh-oh. Oh. Blanca. Terry was the man that he was going with. She was going with. Mm. Mm. Facts can't do everything by the book. Mm. Uh-oh. 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 Locking the door. Uncle about to go bye-bye. Man, he can't have been in the jail that long and not know not to be looking behind him. Wow. Oh my God, I can't watch this. Oh my God. Ooh. Ooh. Mm. Mm. Isn't that what happened to that in that journalist over there in what was it, Iraq or Iran or something? Afghan, I can't remember where it was. Woo, had a bone saw. Mm. No, he's not to be messed with. Oh Lord, I hate when they use that word. I just hate it. Tariq, you better watch out messing with that girl. Morning after pill. Wait a minute. What kind of slickness? Oh, okay. It must be some kind of message inside the pill or something, or the box that the pill comes in. Let's see. Mm, it's a book. What does it say? Oh, Great Expectations. A phone. He's like they operate quick. Mm. Mm. Oh, he saw that man going to his home. He is back, honey. Mm. Tyreek fan. Mm-hmm. Oh, snap. Okay, okay. We can start talking. I just want to see the preview of episode 3. Why that chick so worried about her being straight? Mm, okay. Okay. I am so enjoying this show. Okay. Sid, we'll wait on you. Let me drop the link in the chat for anybody that wants to come up and talk, because I gotta have somebody to talk to about this. Straight. There it is. Woohoo! And if you don't want to show your video, you can always just have it like a avatar, or you could just don't show video at all, or point the camera down. But you can always come on up and talk. Golly.
Hey, Kim.
Hey. Oh, shoot.
Mm.
The plot thickens.
It's it's all kinds of little different things happening up in here.
Exactly. So let's see. Uh, just want to get this out the way. I thought that was real decent how Tariq gave that eulogy, because he knew that some people wanted him to, say terrible things about his dad, and then the other people wanted him to say only good things, and he knew that that dude was neither.
Right.
So he had to figure out a way that he wouldn't make his mother look bad, but because his mother is acting like he was the most worst thing in the world, so she could get out of what she's dealing with, and so he couldn't go in there and say the opposite.
Yeah, yeah.
Good job. He did a good job on that. Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
And so, hey, Shannon, how you doing? I can't remember. I did. I don't know if you watched the show or not, but you can come on up if you did or if you didn't. My
Do you
goodness,
think Tommy's gonna come?
I sure do. I
Cause
sure do.
if
It-
he's being accused of something, they're gonna bring him back.
oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Miss Full Roll, I didn't see you, hon. Okay, that's
Hey,
good. Appreciate
Mr.
you being
Lola.
here. Appreciate you.
Uh,
So, go ahead, Sam. Say what you were saying again.
no, I'm just saying, since she accused him
Hmm.
of shooting, killing ghosts, he's gonna have to appear.
And that's what I'm hoping, because when she first did that, I'm thinking like, all right, Tommy's coming back, because Tommy is a crazy MF.
Yes,
And I wanted him to look her in the eye and be like, Tasha, for real?
I
You know,
know.
because he was gonna kill Tasha. Remember?
Oh yes, oh yes.
When he figured out that she killed I don't just remember her by Lala, but her character was not Lala.
Yeah, but he knew,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so now she's pinning something on him that he didn't do,
exactly,
and
exactly.
so that means it's gonna be more angles up in here.
Right. But you know what? Now that I think about it, if they keep pushing the fact that she was the queen pin, I wonder if they're gonna push to have Tommy come back, because they want her so bad.
Yeah, they
Her
do.
bad. Keisha, thank you, Pandy.
Who
Man,
picked out that outfit she had on?
I know, right?
What
Like,
the heck?
is that couture in New York now?
I don't know.
For funerals? Uh,
I mean, up all the slit all the way up, and All that.
I don't know, but yeah. Um, and when I saw it at the top too, I thought she was about to have a
Is
horse over her
is
uncle.
that fishnet top or something?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hairnet top or what do you call that? And that had to go too.
Wait a minute. She said, okay, we differ on that. I kind of like the hat. I was like, oh, I like a hat laid to the
But
side
it
like
didn't
that.
go with the outfit.
Well, you know, I mean, she was in jail.
Dang.
Yeah, so yeah, yeah, I'm surprised they even let her out, and then she didn't get to say anything anyway, and they was like
No.
inmate. I'm
And
like,
couldn't even talk to her daughter. She's like, Mommy!
I'm
And
like,
let her sit up there.
yeah, I'm like,
Right.
that's kind of ridiculous, you know. And then they put the handcuffs on. I'm like, really? You think
And
she
the
gonna get
staff,
away? Is she gonna get away in some heels and a tight fitting
I don't think so. Not what they put on her.
shoe?
Shoot.
All right. So now, I find it interesting. I know it happens all the time, but because in this case, the DNC, the Democratic National Committee, wants to keep their party looking good because they chose a candidate like St. Patrick. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. They are willing to do anything to make her look like she was the leader of the whole thing. And I'm like, so that means he had nothing to do with it? That's going to clear you all? No, you all didn't do your homework because
That's how it, man.
the police officer or the past police officer, Lorenz Tate, that was running for governor, he told them one day, he was just like, do you all do background investigations?
Mhm.
Because he knew he was dirty.
Yeah.
He knew Ghost was dirty. Ghost just outsmarted him. He outwitted him because
Hmm.
the woman that was provided for Lorenz Tate to become the governor, she started getting sweet on Ghost
Hmm.
with her stupid self. I'm like, boy, that man will choke you out just as soon. You know, he almost choked Tasha out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the way he was looking at his son, he had just gotten too far beyond himself. So, yeah, we'll see. And now Tariq's going through a lot, but Tariq's not he's not reading any of his books, but he's doing the work for that other boy.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, he got so too much on his plate because he's trying to help his mom. You know, he's trying to continue to get money because behind the scenes he's still dealing with that chick, making that money so he could pay Method Man, the attorney.
Hmm.
And then he's doing the other boy's homework. He's not tutoring him, he's doing his work.
And plus, he's not doing all his work.
Hmm. So, yeah, he's got a lot going on. And on top of that, he's trying to stick his nose into Mo's business, Monet,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
which is a mistake. Oh, and on top of that, yeah, I can. Oh my God, I had to turn my head. Kane. Shh. When his mother told him to handle it, I'm like, oh my God. If I'm ever around that family and I hear his mother say handle it, I'm busting out with everything I got. Pop, 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 pop. Blam, cause I know he coming. I'm like, woo wee.
They don't play.
Oh.
They don't play. That's it's too many. Oh my goodness, too many angles. Then you got the counselor that got a sex addiction, and so and then her sponsor is telling her, don't be alone with the guy, and blah blah blah. Every time you turn around, she's alone with him talking to him about
I
something.
know. Yeah, that had to be a sex addiction because all the man did was just touch her, and next
Yeah,
thing you know, it was on.
on. Yes.
It was on like Donkey Kong. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn it.
baby. Let's throw the books off your desk now. That's what, oh my gosh.
And see, remember in the first episode, I was saying there's a lot of sexual tension between them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something we're gonna find out something, and we found out.
Every twist and turn, she's right there next to him and all.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. You can't help but being around him, and then he's a good-looking guy too.
yeah, he
Look
is.
at Patty, Patty. You know what? I'm glad I turned over to the YouTube. 'Cause I was looking at StreamYard and I didn't see the cigarettes.
Candy got me cracking up with them cigarettes. Oh, shoot.
Oh shoot! So it's like, was it good for you? Actually, I don't care about you, really. Woo, yeah. So, that's hard too, cause like I hate to say this, but no, I'm gonna say it anyway. But like, you can have a addiction, and you have a good looking man, that makes it even that much harder. And a intelligent man too.
Oh, I know.
But if it had been Flavor Flav, I'm like, oh shoot, I'm like, no.
He he was down too.
Mhm. Mhm. So, yeah, let's see what she does. Well, I'm glad she went to go see her. What is it? Not her counselor, but her. What is it? Mentor? Well, I forgot what they call it. Sponsor. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
went to go see her sponsor, and the sponsor was telling her. But I'm like, if she should have called the sponsor when she started getting that feeling.
The sponsor said, you need to just avoid him altogether. Yeah, right. You work on the same thing and you have to communicate with him. That's not gonna happen. And I said, wow. They didn't even lock the door. It was like, ooh.
they
Her
was
mouth was like,
they was too hot and bothered to be trying to lock the door. If somebody came in, so be it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Kind of like the first episode with that boy, the basketball player,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that girl, and she wasn't even embarrassed. I'm like, what kind of female is that?
I know.
Most you would think would be like, oh, oh, oh. She like, can you shut the door?
I know. Please leave.
Like, okay, so yeah, we meeting a lot of different people in here, and we can see that Mo or Monet's daughter, she's starting to really feel, something for Tariq,
Yeah.
and she trying to get a little information out of him, but she's still liking him, So we'll see how that goes. Cause remember when she told her mother, she said Tariq said that Uncle Frank was a snitch, and
Hmm.
her mother said, but her mother is just she cold blooded because she was about to pimp out her daughter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because she said, "You see the way Uncle Frank was looking at you? That means you have power." I'm like, "Oh my
He
god!"
said, but he said when he made that comment about how she filled out, I was like, that's not no good, son of a, you know what?
Yeah, yeah,
He
freaky
is.
dicky.
He
Yeah,
he ready to jump on it.
yeah, yeah.
Uncle or no uncle.
Girl, I had a great uncle like that, and I mean, I remember I got it was at my wedding, and I was getting ready to leave to go on my honeymoon, and my parents said, "Come over and say hi to your great uncle." And I never will forget it. He was sitting in a wheelchair. He was about 92 years old, and his baby sister was wheeling him around. She was about maybe like 75, and he said, "Oh, baby, yeah, I knew you had grown up, but I didn't know you grow up like that." I was like,
Oh
"Oh,
wow. That's
oh,
so creepy.
yeah." And I looked at my mother like, "See," and his baby sister hit him in the head with her purse. I'm like, God, dog. Just and he used to always talk like that. So those kind of not just men but people in general need to be watched, and The
Oh,
whole
definitely.
family needs to know about that, instead of trying to hide it. Because secrets kill, y'all. Secrets kill.
Hmm.
But everybody knew about him, so instead of excommunicating him from the family, everybody just said, "Nah, okay, Uncle so and so gonna be here. Y'all watch your children, watch it this, you know."
So yeah, you got to keep an eye on him at all
Mhm.
times,
Mhm.
and keep an eye on the kids too.
Right. Right. Hey, Vero, the Infinite. Did you watch the show, man? The link is in the chat if you want to come up.
Yeah, it's too much, too much. So there's a whole lot of things going down all at the same time, and he going in all different directions. He he's working out that chess game
Sure enough.
sideways, upside down. With that family, you gotta watch the brother, cause that dude, he ready, he trigger happy for one thing.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Man.
you don't know who's watching you,
Right.
who's a cop and who's not a cop.
Well, I just can't. I had to turn my head when they bust out with that bone saw. I'm like, oh,
Mm.
ooh, ooh. And wait, it's not like he didn't know this man. He knew him.
Yeah.
He was his father's brother.
Mm-hmm.
He took care of that because he tried to. Okay, thanks, Vero. We appreciate you. Okay, Pandy. So it's just like, well, Mo was saying that say Louisiana boy James said Drew hates Tariq. Yeah, you could see it all over him, all over his demeanor. So, Mo was telling her daughter that, family is one thing, but blood is different. You can't always trust everybody.
That's right.
Mm. So he came up in there, Uncle Frank came up in there trying to shake somebody down, and it did not turn out right for him.
No, not at all.
Good. But see, that was all phony. It should have been more of a fight because now he's been in prison all this time. You mean to tell me he don't know how to watch his back? He got his back turned at a bar? Really?
Mm.
I know people that's never been in prison but never sat with their back turned like that. My mother was one of them. She didn't play. So yeah, it would have been better if he had a turned and then the boy was like almost up on him and they started, going at it, like that, and then he got killed. But he just hit him over the head, boom, and then took him in the back and shot him in the head. I'm like, I don't know about that. So that's done. And they'll never find his body. And I don't know wherever they're taking that beer keg that they put his body in, they're gonna dispose it somewhere. I'm like, gee, and nobody, I don't know if he had a family or not, other than his brother, which is in prison. But
Mhm.
that's going to be interesting too, because his brother, if they were close, is going to find out that his brother is missing.
Yeah.
Now I wonder how that's going to come. How what's going to happen with that? Because what if he told his brother that he was going over to see Mo?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm. It's kind of like when I don't know if you guys remember last season, or I keep wanting to say last season, but the last season of Power, when let's see, who was that? Okay, this attorney that used to work for Ghost that was real dirty. He had a cousin, and his cousin found out some kind of way. He was trying to find out who killed him, who was responsible for it. So he was checking on Tommy. He was checking on Ghost. He was checking on some other people, and he finally thought it was Tommy, and that was something else. So you know, they know they people is dirty, but they still don't want them dead.
No.
You know, and he came after. He was like he was a stone cold killer because he was part of the mob. So, but it didn't protect his cousin because Tommy killed him. He was held up in James St. Patrick Ghost's apartment trying to hide, and Tariq took the little girl out, his little girl out for ice cream. I remember that. And
Mhm.
Tommy came up in there and shot the place up because Tariq told him. Told him that the man was there. So yeah, you got some cold blooded people, and but I just never thought I would see somebody with the bone saw because that's what happened to that journalist.
Oh yeah, Khashoggi.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
play. I'm like, fool, you mean to tell me you went up in there?
Mm.
They was ready for him. Like, gee, like I bet you won't be writing nothing else.
No, and they'll never find his remains neither.
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
Mm-mm.
mm-mm. So yeah, let's just see. Let's see what else. What else went down, y'all? That was good. Well, I liked how Method Man was speaking up for his case. I'm not so sure that he's all that crazy about Tasha, but he knows from what Tariq said that this is going to be the case of your life.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and that woman that he's got to help him, I'm like, she doesn't look like she wants to be helpful.
She don't want to. No, she don't. She don't. Mm-mm.
So I don't know what her problem is because she kind of reminds me of, remember, let's see, there was this woman who the one that was helping the man that was going to be running for governor at first, and let me see, Lorenz Tate, and
Mm-hmm.
she ended up going. Okay, Shannon, I'm letting you in right now. Hey, Shannon, Shannon, you're alive.
Oh, all right.
Okay,
Hey, short brother.
letting you in right now. Hey, Shannon, Shannon, you're alive.
Yeah. Hey, how
Oh,
you
Shannon,
doing?
good. I think you might have to cut
Oh, it's too
your
loud.
The
YouTube.
YouTube chat.
Okay.
The live has to
Look,
be.
we always do that, Shannon. We always do that.
Mhm. All right.
YouTube chat. The live has to be.
We always do that, Shannon. We always do that.
Oh, I don't know how to click. Okay, it was echoing. Yeah. Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I had to click off the other stream because it was echoing or whatever, so I had to do
Right.
that.
Right.
All right.
Okay. Okay. So how you doing?
All right. I'm just sitting here trying to figure out this show. Like I know you talk. It seemed like it's interesting. I just never heard of it. Power Book. But
He
Shut
said,
up.
boy, he never heard of it.
uh,
Uh,
uh, uh, yeah. Now I like Mary J. Blige. Now looking at your picture, I see it's Mary J. Blige, and I think the girl on the right, I think she's from three LO, the girls group from back in the early 2000s. Looked like the young
oh,
girl.
now
Um,
I don't know. You can check that out for us. But on the show, her name is Tasha. I forgot what her real name is.
yeah, I think that is her from 3LW. Um, so this is like a criminal show, or
Well, okay. It's a spinoff of the show called Power.
okay.
And Power, I don't know. I think it ran, I know Pandy probably knows, around 6 or 7 seasons.
Hmm.
And 50 Cent created it.
Oh, he did.
hmm
Oh, okay. I like 50 Cent. Uh-huh.
And yeah, and he was actually in the show as well for a couple seasons. So the the guy who died, his name is Ghost. So he was he and his wife Tasha, the woman on the right, owned a nightclub. Now the nightclub was used to launder the money that they was making from drug dealing and anything else unclean that they was involved in.
Hmm.
And they wanted their children to be able to live a lifestyle that they couldn't. So it was just interesting. They all grew up together. Him, his wife, this white guy named Tommy, and then a Latina woman, and I can't catch her name right now, that was the love of his life in high school. And then she moved on, went to college someplace different. Uh, he ended up marrying Tasha, and she became a assistant district attorney. And during the time that he was dirty, she realized he was dirty, but she was in, so called in love. I say in lust with him. And so she put her career on the line and got herself messed up and then got herself killed by his best friend, Tommy, the white guy. And so, yeah, to make a long story short, it is about a crime family
Okay.
um, that was trying to so called turn away from it since they had made the money that they needed. And he was about to run for governor as the Democratic nominee. So politics is playing a part because he was so dirty. The Democratic National Committee is trying to pin everything that happened on his wife so they can say, well, see, we didn't know it wasn't our client, it wasn't the person that we was backing. But they know he was dirty. It's just interesting how everything
Mm-hmm.
is so much intrigue, and it's smart people all up and down on this show. And some of them use their power for good, and some use their power for evil.
Okay.
It's good. And the young man is extremely like his mother and his father, but he is almost the spitting image of his father. He thinks just like his father,
Yeah.
and his mother doesn't want him to be involved in that game, but he can't help himself.
It's in his
Mhm.
blood.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, so this is the spinoff because his father is dead, and now he's got to make money to get the proper defense for his mother to get out of jail and not be executed for murdering
Mm-hmm.
his father, because she did not murder his father, he did.
But the thing is, he has to do well in school, or he's not going to get that money from, the family money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he got all kinds of things running. It's like all kinds of little angles that he has to play.
Mm-hmm.
And he got to keep himself together at the same time. Now, it's like, mm, he got a lot on him.
Mm-hmm.
He got a lot on him.
And he's highly intelligent. I love the way he can go between hood speak, so to speak, and then complete professionalism. When he goes to school and when he starts spitting out that knowledge.
But he need to be finishing some books. That's what he needs to be doing.
Yeah, but he got to do that other boy's work so he can stay on the basketball court.
Yeah.
Because that boy ain't trying to do nothing. He's not even trying.
Hmm.
He just wants to be, partying and with the women, and that's all he's thinking about. And I wonder about people like that because when they're young like that, they don't think, what if I get hurt? And I can't play basketball. Now, don't get me wrong. When LeBron James, everybody was all up in arms about him not going to college and, finishing high school and all that. I'm like, isn't the reason that we go to college in order to get a good job so that we can take care of ourselves, in the manner that we wish? So why not let him go and play in the NBA? That was
Hmm.
that was ridiculous. I mean, that's a no-brainer to me. You can go to college if things don't work out, in the NBA. So that's the way I look at it. I'm like, shoot, of course. So He's got to go ahead though. His father maintained that in order to get any cent, that he had to go to college and finish and graduate with a degree, and that's the only way he can get the money released to help his family.
Yeah.
But it's not like they're doing poorly. They're just struggling. They never had to struggle.
Hmm.
Well, they
Hmm.
never had to struggle once he started the drug game.
Yeah.
hmm So that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
I'm waiting for Tommy to come. That's when it's gonna start popping like popcorn.
Oh yeah, Tommy is something else. Let's see what else happened today. Oh, and you know what? Sax, he gets on my nerves. I know he was really trying to get Ghost so bad that he did all kind of underhanded things to get him. But now they really have him between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
I don't even know how he sleeps at night.
Well, his family is gonna be torn apart when he gets busted.
Yeah, not because they love him so much, but because of
No.
it's gonna make the family look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the brother's gonna say, "I told you so."
Yep. Louisiana boy James said Sax and Tate are both annoying as you know what. Thank you for uh putting the letters instead of putting it out there, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I appreciate you. Yeah, I agree. But you know what, Louisiana boy, I just like Tate because Tate just couldn't outdo Ghost. Don't you agree? Because he was trying, he was doing his thing, and I know he has bad points as well, but Ghost just stepped in and messed all his stuff up. What do you think?
Yeah.
And so I knew Tate was. The writers would have to be stupid to not bring Tate back because Tate's got to do something because he just messed him completely up and then rubbed it in his face. I'm like, oh. So anybody could have killed that man. And that's the way they had it set, Shannon. They had
Hmm.
several people that had a motive to kill him.
Man.
And they
Yeah.
were all trying to do it. It's
Mm-hmm.
just that someone beat them to the punch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because
'Cause-
Tommy tried to kill him one time. Um, that guy Andre was gonna kill him, but he already thought he was dead. Yeah. Sax was gonna kill him.
Yeah.
The mother was gonna kill him.
Wow.
Good night, Ashley.
Good night, Ashley.
The Kim said good night, Ashley.
So he just had everybody out for him, and he was just that kind of bold fat sucker. He was like, ah. And then if he had become governor, I don't know what they could have done with him. With yeah. Mm. So, and then he was a good looking man too, and so he had. Fan, do you think that anybody else too? Do you think that he really liked that woman that the Democratic National Committee gave to him to help him? I think he was just using her. I really do. I think he was looking at what she could do for him and saying, "Oh, we could be a power couple," that type of thing. What do you got? What do you guys think?
Yes, she was dreaming.
Yeah.
But he wasn't feeling her that way.
hmm
Mm-mm.
And I think Tasha knew it. His ex-wife, recently divorced ex-wife. I think she knew it. She was like, "Girl, please," because if she knew what happened to the girl that Tommy killed that he was in love with. So it's like, how you gonna be so much in love with somebody and what maybe a month or two go past and then you think about being with somebody else? Mm-mm, just doesn't work that way.
Hmm. I like Method Man. He's part of the Wu Tang Clan. I first saw him like back in '94, I think '95, I think.
hmm
Method Man. Because he was part of the Wu Tang Clan. Then him and Redman did an album. They did like a few albums together. They were also in the movie How High. You ever see that? It was like a comedy about them
Mm.
getting high. Yeah, Method Man and Redman did a movie called How High. Uh huh.
I need to check that out. You always have something good.
I know, Shannon. You have all kinds of knowledge up in there.
Yeah, well, I like a lot of TV shows and movies, and like if it's with music or whatever, and usually a lot of times it's also relating. Like I was saying with Method Man, it's also they end up finding other stuff that they do besides music. So like I was saying, with Method Man, Redman, they did like an album together, maybe like one or two. They did a movie How High. Oh, Method Man also he was in a episode of Martin too. Uh,
Okay.
he was a crook. He was robbing Martin's apartment. Yeah. Uh huh.
Oh.
Yeah, he was on there, and he also did. I got a video. Was it like back in 97, 98? I guess. Method Man was did a video with The Rock. Said, "What do you smell? What The Rock is cooking or something?" It was like a premiere video for The Rock for WWF at the time, like 90, maybe like 2000,
Oh.
somewhere in there. Yeah.
And he was in there. Okay.
Yeah, Method Man. Yeah, do you smell what The Rock is cooking or something like that? Yeah, he did a video with The Rock.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm. Okay. Well, he certainly, that's why you can't count people out because, he's really playing a serious role here and he's doing a good job because I believe him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Method Man was also. Hey, what Method Man in Deuce? Yeah, Method Man was in Deuce too with James Franco. James.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was in
James
Soul
Franco.
Plane
Yeah,
too.
Soul Plane. I remember that.
yeah. Soul Plane. Yeah, he was on Soul Plane. Boy, Kevin,
Ooh,
that movie
buddy.
gets dogged all the time. Good gosh.
Okay, okay. Well, all right. So he's
He
got
was in The Wire as well.
Who?
Mhm.
Method Man.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched The Wire a little bit. I know it came on like back in the early 2000s. It came on HBO, The Wire and Oz. They were like the big shows in the
Yes.
2000s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what y'all? Let's see. Mary J. Blige is who I'm checking out because she's a tough sister,
She is.
and what
Mary
she
J.
says
Blige.
goes in that house. I'm like,
Huh.
ooh wee. Well, she's one of those people that look. She's a crossover person too.
Yeah. She's
Mm-hmm.
been doing her thing. I remember seeing Mary J. Blige. She was at a women's empowerment years ago,
Hmm.
and she was there to do a speech. But like after she did her speech or whatever, everybody kept saying, "Sing, Mary, sing." She said, "No, I'm not gonna sing." But everybody just kept wanting her to sing. But no, she wasn't there to sing. She was just there to do her, do the speech for the women's empowerment. The way I remember, like
Okay.
years ago, Mary and Jake. Yeah,
And she wouldn't sing. Yeah, I know. I've seen her in a couple of different Tyler Perry movies.
she was.
With Medea, she did one with what's her name, Taraji P Henson, and she was a a colleague of hers. They both were vocalists, singers at a bar.
Wait, I can do bad by myself. Is that
I
her?
think that's what it was.
I
Yeah.
remember Taraji.
Yeah.
I started to say that I wasn't sure, but yeah, Taraji was in there, and the plot was about her and her mother had died, and these her sister's her kids were. I think her sister was in jail, and she was trying to take care of these kids, but she didn't really want to do it and everything. And she met a man who was real nice to her that needed a place to stay, but the man she was dealing with was an abuser, and he was trying to rape her little niece one night. Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, so they played in that together. It was good. Yeah, Mary J. Blige has come a long way too.
Yeah, she's also in Umbrella Academy. I like her in Umbrella Academy. She's in the first season of Umbrella Academy. It comes on Netflix. Umbrella Academy is about those kids who were born with superpowers. They just came out of nowhere. They were born with superpowers, and the guy he adopted them and he trained them to be as criminal fighters.
Well, I
Uh,
gotta check that out too then.
yeah,
Cause
I'm jotting all this stuff down. You keep me
mhm.
busy with my paper.
Yeah, it's a really good show, The Umbrella Academy. I think one of our favorite. Huh? Yeah, Mary does a real good job in. Yeah, she's scary. Yeah, she does a good job in Umbrella Academy.
you
Yeah,
said she's scary.
yeah, she does a good job. Yeah, I don't think you want her coming at your house to collect. Come to you. Oh
Look,
Lord.
I know, not unless I know she coming. It's like like I was saying about that boy when Mary said, take care of it. I'm like, oh no, we can take care of it now because you ain't gonna be waiting on you.
Mm.
Mary J. MJB.
um let's see. So I think that this is gonna hold my attention. But you know what I'm finding out? Finn was telling me that she read an ad that 50 Cent wrote, you don't have to wait till it comes on at 8 p.m. Watch it somewhere else. And he was pointing people, and I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? What is he doing? So there's several different ways that people can watch this.
Yeah.
And I think it's available streaming. I don't know if it became available like at midnight, today or what. I don't know.
Amazon Prime has a Stars app, and
Mhm,
it's $10 a month.
Hmm.
mhm.
That's one thing. Xfinity, we used to have Stars, but now we have to pay extra for it if we want it.
Wow.
They gave us all these other new channels, epics or something, and
Mhm.
they have like four different epics.
Something
But
I want.
something you don't even need. And then they said, well, I went last week to go watch um Power, and then it said, I'm sorry, but if you want to watch Stars, you're gonna have to pay for a subscription. And
Yeah,
I'm like, okay. So I think
not.
50 Cent has, he must have some kind of stake in the new app. And so you can watch it before everybody else on the app. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, he making money.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
making some money.
Cutting deals in the back
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
So yeah, I have to look into that because I'd like to be able to see it ahead of time too. If that's
Mm-hmm.
Wow. See it ahead of time.
Yeah.
yeah, because I
Yeah.
have a Spectrum. I had Xfinity, um, but no, I'm sorry. I had Fios. So Xfinity is with Comcast and Fios is with Verizon. So I changed to Spectrum. And Spectrum used to have it in there too, but now it's extra. So I pay that extra, but I can watch it on my app, on
Hmm.
my phone or any place else anytime I want. Now, they may have started charging extra because Star started having a lot of good shows people like.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I think Ghost really brought Stars along. And then they had Outlander because I was watching Outlander all the time. Did you ever see Outlander, Shannon?
Uh, no,
That
no.
would be a no. That would be a no.
Oh my goodness. You
look, look.
didn't see something? I thought Shannon saw everything.
Well, almost. There's some stuff I might have overlooked.
Okay, let me tell you about Outlander, Shannon. Outlander was about this woman. Um, okay, this woman was in World War II and with her husband. And what happened was they went on a trip to Scotland, and she ended up touching this rock that had these mystical powers, and it took her back
Oh,
about 200 or 300 years
that's where they go back in time.
in Scotland.
Yes, I had.
And so when they did that, she ended up starting a new life, and she ended up with a new man, a new just way of life. and because she knew a lot of things that other people didn't know at that time, and she had to be careful so she wouldn't be branded a witch.
Yeah.
And that was interesting because she went back and forth in time. So
Okay, I have seen some of it. We were watching it. Me and Jennifer watching it. Yeah, we
okay.
have watched it.
Hi
Now it's starting to come back.
Jennifer. Hi Jennifer.
Yeah, she said hi. Yeah, yeah. She watched Outlander's her show. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. She like, yeah, you watched it. You watched it. You know you watched it.
Oh Lord, I gotta go. Technical difficulties, America. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I have seen a lot of. Actually, the plot wasn't too bad, but I guess it was. What was interesting was with the time, changes. I guess shifting with the time and stuff. So actually, it wasn't too bad. And the I was looking at, I guess, more like from the technical side with the outfits, the costume design, and they
Mhm.
really did a good job. With the lighting and everything. So it was really good.
I know. See Shannon coming with the tech part of it. Him having that background in that. Yeah, theater
Yeah.
tech, right, Shannon?
Yeah, yeah, I took up theater. Yeah, it was so it all kicks in. So I see a lot of pay attention to the costuming, everything. I listen to their dialect, how they pronounce, their accents, everything, the way they talk,
Right, right,
everything.
right. Yeah, because you are able to do that very well. Everyone is not good, you know, at impressions. Hey, Pandy, do you? I'll put the link back in there because I don't know if you can even see it anymore. I'll put it in there because I know Pandy's got something to say about all of this. Girl, I'm glad you came because I was gonna wrap it up soon.
My.
So what else do they have on there? Like, that's the only two that I really know of that I was really into. Um, but I like The Handmaid's Tale. Now, have you guys ever seen that?
Oh, and,
Girl,
Who's in that one? Sure, Shannon, what's going on with you?
as fall is kicking in, it blocks my,
I know what it, I
seasons
know what it
changing.
is. Those are like chick flicks, I think. Because The Handmaid's Tale came out on, I want to say Hulu, and it was about this dystopian world where these super evangelicals had taken over the United States, and they was forcing women to lay down and have babies by the men that was in power because their wives or either the wives and the men became impotent, and unfertile, and it was just a mess. And I just never seen anything like that. So stuff like that interests me. Also on what was that? Amazon Prime had one. I think it was called The Man in the. Oh, I don't have it right yet, but this was about what if Germany and Japan and Italy had won the war in World War II, and how they basically divvied up the United States. And Germany was pretty much running the show on the East Coast all the way up to maybe like Arizona or like, somewhere in between there. And then Japan had control over the West Coast. And that was interesting. Just to see how, things could be. So things like that interest me. But I like so much because I never thought I would get into a crime drama like this, but somebody talked me into watching it one time. And I started from the beginning, and by the third episode, I was hooked, and I just started binging,
Yeah.
just like I did with Game of Thrones.
Oh, I love that Game of Thrones.
I knew that. That's why I mentioned it.
You know
Yeah.
what I watched the other day? Oz.
Oz. Oh yeah, I never got into that. Now,
Oh my goodness.
But Oz.
Yeah.
Oh, me and my buddy back home, like 2000, 2001.
Hmm.
Yeah, we come on late at night. Oz, that was the show. Ernie Hudson was in that show.
Yes.
Uh
Yes.
huh.
Oh my.
Yeah, that show was
Mm-mm-mm.
bad.
So
Mhm.
that was a crime drama as well.
Yeah, yeah. What would you call it, Shannon?
Yeah, like a crime, like because at that same time, The Sopranos was out. I think around that
Yeah,
time, all this,
yeah.
all
Oh,
their,
I
all
saw that. I saw The Sopranos.
See
yeah,
what happens with HBO and all them shows, Showtime or whatever. They have a good series, and then they stop it.
yeah,
That always drove
Oh,
me
hey,
crazy.
Penny. I see.
Sopranos got me. It just made me mad the way they ended Sopranos.
yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome, Pandy, to the
Hey, what's up,
panel.
Randy?
Hey,
Hey,
Pandy.
y'all. Just like
How
Pandy. Mm, 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 mm.
Oh no, I don't know what's skipping.
Here we
Cameo.
go.
Hold on, I'm gonna leave and come back.
Okay.
But yeah, that was that was another good show I think that came on HBO around that time in 2000 was 6 Feet Under. Um, that came on HBO was 6 Feet Under, The Wire, Oz,
Yeah.
all of that. Yeah, yeah. We used to watch. Oh, I think what Sex in the City was. I think they were showing that heavy on HBO too. All of that stuff like and like the Chris Rock show came
Oh,
on HBO around that time. It seemed like the programming was a lot better. I think back in the early 2000s. I like much.
Yeah.
that's what I used to watch. I used to watch Sex in the City all the time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Watch.
Uh,
I tell you, yeah, it's crazy. All the stuff we used to watch. Oh, we watched Chappelle's show too as well around
Yes.
2000. Uh huh.
I,
Chappelle show. Chappelle show.
I'm Rick
I
James.
know. I was watching the player episode where they were running
I'll
for
be right back, you guys. I got to answer this.
Okay. Was
they
it?
were running for the Ice T was in the
Oh, the
thing.
Players Ball.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Instead of booing, they would go hey.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Hmm.
I'm like, I can't believe this.
Oh, they raw. See that? See, that's the thing about Dave Chappelle. I loved his writing because him and his buddy Neil, they would do a lot of the writing. They did most of the writing. The writing for the show.
Yeah.
His geniuses, but the writing was really great. Because Dave Chappelle went to, I think he went to the School of Arts in Washington D.C. or whatever. So he got a lot of all his,
Hmm.
training experience from there.
Yes. Oh my my.
Yeah.
So I was just after I think it was um we were on the Shaw Shannon show and then I
Hey, y'all.
started watching stuff afterwards. I said, oh my goodness, I was cracking up.
Hey, that keep you and that show's been it went off the air like maybe it came on the air first in 2003. So that's
Yeah.
like over what 10, 15 years ago somewhere and that show, hey, me and my buddy Patrick, we still we at work we quote real hard from that show, all kind of quotes. We go back and forth. It's like it's class. That's how you can tell a show is really that good if you still going back and watching it, you can keep laughing over and over and over.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. All
Uh,
right, y'all. I want to hear what
all right,
Penny got to say
Candy.
about the show.
Oh, I was actually just coming in just to say hey, and
Oh,
also let you know the audio is skipping. I don't know if it's happening to everybody.
Huh.
I think I did
Like,
notice something was skipping or something. I think it might be web savvy, maybe. I don't one or the other.
Huh.
but then I think it might just be a YouTube thing because I seen it
I
on
think
somebody
it's
else's
you
channel.
too.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because I know
But
I'm like everything. As much power as I got running through here, it better not be.
exactly. No, I think it's a YouTube glitch, and that's why I was like, well, maybe I'm not going to stay up here because it keeps skipping and kicking me off.
Hmm.
Wow.
Like I can't hear what you guys are saying completely.
Oh, okay. That makes
Hmm.
sense. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, go ahead and say what
I
you want.
mean, I will definitely stay in the chat. I thought tonight's episode was great. of course.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, Monet is getting ready to be closing in on Tariq's little behind, and it may
Oh
be good
no.
as
Oh
well,
no. Mm-hmm.
you know. And I'm trying to figure out where the professor and the guidance counselor and their little sexcapade fits into the storyline. I'm just like, why do we even need to know all that?
I
You
know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they have some good writers on this show, so we'll see. But I knew from the first episode that there was sexual tension between them and that it was going to be shown soon.
Exactly,
I did not
exactly.
know it was going to be the next episode, but yeah. And I didn't know it
Okay,
was going to get down like that, but yeah.
He touched her
okay, from just a touch,
like popcorn.
from
Yeah,
just a touch. I was like, wow, really?
I know. And he knows what she's dealing with. I can tell because all he did was touch her in the right place and it was on.
Yes.
It.
Right. And apparently he must have done wrote some kind of tell-all book on her, so she crazy.
Oh, that's right. So
Yeah,
he
yeah.
knows where to touch her then.
Exactly. But honey, no, you wouldn't be working with me if you did all that.
Right, right. No
Mm-mm.
way. And then she went to go see her what do they call it? I keep forgetting her support person, her sponsor. I'm
Okay, and
like,
then that, because at first I was thinking, okay, was it a AA? But then when she was telling her about them having sex, and she's like, well, you can't be alone with them. I'm like, oh, so she got a whole sex
yeah,
addiction.
yes, yes, yes. And I know someone like that, a dear friend of mine. I've been praying for her for years.
Oh my God, I have never met one in real life.
They cannot be around. It's like if they, for lack of a better phrase, haven't had any in a while, it's like,
Oh
oh,
my God.
and I remember she was dating this new man, and the man, well, they were getting to know each other, and she said he's gonna come over and we're gonna go for a walk in the park. I said, okay, whatever you do, do not let him in your home. She's like, okay, I'm not stupid. I know I'm not gonna do that. I said, okay. So
Listen, it
he
can go down in the park, it can
no,
go down
no,
anywhere.
but wait. So he said she called me back the next day and she said, uh I said, what? And she said, he said he had to use the bathroom. And I said, oh girl, no,
Okay.
no. And she said, girl, he went to the bathroom and I was standing at the front door and he was only in there 60 seconds and he came out and was butt naked and girl, I jumped
Mhm.
on him. I said,
Oh,
oh my God.
Wow.
wow. Uh-uh.
And she said, you know that big pool table we got in there? I said, I don't want to know nothing about it. I don't want to know nothing
Oh
about
my God.
it. and you
Dang.
know that and you know that granite countertop we got in there? I said, oh, girl, please, I'm not coming to your house eating on nothing till I walk.
Oh, oh my.
He got her. He got her.
Dang.
And she said, I got him too.
Oh, gee.
Oh, that is too much.
But that's what the counselor is dealing with.
Oh my.
Poor baby.
I'm
Because I
just
thought it
like,
was
"Ooh,
alcohol at first too, Pandy. I didn't know what to believe, and then they said it.
that was so crazy. I'm sitting here with the visual, like the man came out the bathroom naked.
Yeah. And wait a minute. What's so jacked up about it is this is not unusual because I told my dad about it, but before I could get it out, I said, and Dad, he said he had to use the bathroom. He said, oh, okay, they got it on, right? I was like, what?
Yeah, that's an old
Like that was an old trick.
Yeah. And I forgot I was talking to the original, the OG, because
The
that's
OG play.
yeah, because him and my mother, got into it about that. And my mother was like, you guys to go, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
But they would tell stories about that stuff now and laugh about it. It wasn't funny then,
right.
but my mother was saying that one time she was at home and she was washing dishes and a fella that had wanted my mom came to the, this was before I was, existing, and came to the door and said, "Ooh wee," he said, "Dolores, as fine as you are," he said, "if I was your husband, I wouldn't be out there playing around." She's like, "What are you talking about?" "Oh, your
Ooh,
husband's at the bar and he with so and so and they doing the oochie coochie on the dance floor." Let me tell you, my mother said, okay. She didn't give him the benefit of the doubt. She got dressed, went down there, and my aunt told the story because my aunt was there and she was a barmaid. And she saw her come through the door. She said, "Oh my God. Baby." They said my mother, she saw that, you know how a man and a woman sometimes they dancing and they like doing the snake. It's like it ain't close dancing. They like real up on each other and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
And they said my mother grabbed a drink off the bar, somebody's drink, whiskey, tapped him on the shoulder. He said, "Huh?" And threw it in his face and pushed them both in the floor. Girl!
ooh, he was not ready.
And she said, my aunt said the woman was hollering, "Ah, ah," and she was like, "Oh, B, if I wanted you, you would have been the first one, you know?"
Okay, moms didn't take no mess.
And so he laughed about it because he told me later in life, he said, "I didn't come home that night." I said, "You knew what was best, didn't you?" He said, "Your mother had taken everything out the house when I came home from work the next night, except for my clothes, and I had to sit on the tub to put my socks on."
Ooh,
It's
But they
cold
ended up
again.
getting back together. I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
y'all, come on." Yeah. Then I came along.
that sounds like my grandma and granddad.
Yeah.
I
You
done
got
heard the
some too,
stories.
how
Oh yeah, I
petty.
done heard some stories. I don't know why they used to be messing with them women. Them women didn't play that mess back in the day.
No, no. It's like, okay, don't worry about it. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go downstairs and make some grits.
Yeah,
Oh, Al Green.
some great ball.
Oh
Shoot.
no, don't worry about it. Relax.
Okay, play with them women if you want to.
I ain't messing with people. It's like, oh shoot. So yeah, they I was like, why? I don't know why they do that stuff like you say, but my grandfather, now he was a he played baseball, so he was in the Negro League. So I would hate to be any person dealing with a professional, but especially a female that's married to a professional athlete, somebody that has notoriety, fame, power,
Right.
because people was just throwing themselves at him. It was
Yeah.
just, and he couldn't take it. My mother said she was a little girl, and they were her and her sister and brother was running up ahead playing. She saw a woman cross the street. They were coming from church. The woman came across the street and tried to give her father her telephone number.
Wow.
Yes,
Mm,
she did. Yes, she did.
bold.
Yes. And my grandmother said, "I know you see me. And I know you see this ring on my finger. This is my husband. Uh, oh, well, I just was so interested in, how famous he was. She was like, "Get on." And then she looked at my granddad and he grinning like a Cheshire cat. Cause that's cute to him. It's like, no, it's not.
Oh my
and
God.
and I think the best thing I've ever seen was I had a girlfriend that I went to high school with, and I came back for a reunion. So we're in our 30s at the time, and she was dating a gentleman who was he. Let's see, what did he do? He was like he had his own business, but on the side he did basketball refereeing, and so he kept himself in shape and everything. And we was all at a party, and this woman just kept trying to push up on this man. And, he had already said, "I'm with someone. I'm with someone." Okay, she did it again. And then he let her have it. He said, he didn't, it wasn't mean. He said, "You know what?" He said, I told you I was with someone, and right now you're embarrassing yourself. Will you please turn around and go the opposite way? I said, hot damn. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's like, come on, that is the way. And he put her in her place. He put her in her place, and she looked stupid, and I started laughing.
Some of these chicks is real. They don't care.
Mm-mm. 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 And I've had men approach me, oh, how you doing? Oh, I really would like to talk to you. I said, oh, I'm sorry. I show my finger. I said, I'm married. I didn't ask you that. I said, you get
Uh,
out my face.
they are so bold. They will
Face.
be like, "Are you happily married?" They will ask you all. It's like you got to practically run them off.
Yes. Yes.
It's
And I'm
crazy,
like, now I know you don't think I want anything to do with you, and you just let that come out of your mouth.
right?
Mm-mm.
Because you trifling anyway.
Yeah.
You want to be the side dude, really? You okay with being the side dude? Is you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's a dog.
I know it. It takes all kinds because when I first got married, I remember before I got married, um, there was a woman that my husband used to deal with, and he told her that he was done and that he loved me and he was gonna move on with me. Well, she couldn't take that, so one of his sisters told me to say she keep calling this house. I said, "Thank you. We're gonna handle this," and we did a three-way call, and because I almost didn't believe him, but we did a three-way call, and I had him talk to her, and he told her the same exact things. That woman said, well, she don't have to know, I can be on the side.
Wow.
Yes, she did.
Wow.
Now I had to speak up then, y'all. If y'all don't know me by now, I had to speak up. I said, "Oh no!" I said, "That's the most triflingest thing I've ever heard. That you would want to be on the side." I said, "You break the female sister code. You don't even care.
Don't even care.
Oh, who
Don't
is
even care.
that?"
Just
I said,
want
"You
her
know
little
who
piece
it
of
is."
man.
Yeah, and then one of his sisters told me when we was going to get married that somebody in the family, and they wouldn't tell me who. I had said, "Well, you can come to the wedding." I said, "No, she can't. She
Wow.
can't come in my up in my wedding."
No.
They must have been crazy.
No. And so
Uh,
that was one of his probably, I think I know what brother that was, that didn't want us to get married. And so I told my mother and my aunt said, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'm gonna sit in the back. I'm gonna be laying for her. Just tell me what she looked like."
what's the address?
Okay.
What's the address?
And that's
And
the
she did
last
not
thing
show
you
up.
need.
She better not have showed up. I'm like, no. That's just the way. I'm like,
Yeah, that
oh
would have been
my
very too bold.
no. And you know what, you guys, anytime, I'm not trying to say I'm all that, but anytime I ever was interested in somebody, if I found out they were seeing somebody, not going with them, not married, not engaged, just seeing somebody, I would say, oh, that's okay.
Right.
You
And don't let them have ever tried to talk to one of my friends. Oh, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
Yeah, I would back off because I don't want somebody like that would turn from them and come my way because what's going to happen when you're tired of the relationship with me?
Hmm.
Then
Exactly.
exactly. No, I need
Exactly.
somebody true.
That's
Mhm.
right.
So yeah. Anyway, I digress.
I'm
Go
not
ahead,
sure Shannon
Penny.
probably
I
like,
don't know
here
how
these
we
ladies go.
got on
uh, waiting to exhale. Angela Winbush. Not
Oh,
Angela Winbush.
man.
Angela Bassett.
Shannon, we kind of surrounded you, right? And Jennifer too.
Oh no, I'm all right. Yeah, I'm fine.
Shannon just
Yeah,
went
I'm
on
good.
a rampage for a moment.
Yeah, we just talking. We just talking. But yeah, well, okay, Penny, anything else you saw that kind of interests you or piqued your attention in the show?
Um, Not so much for standing out right now.
Okay, okay, cool, cool.
Mm.
Um, I know what got me was that I thought Tariq did an excellent job with the obituary being pulled on both sides. Say something terrible about him to save your mom. Say something good about him so that your dad's reputation would be intact. And all of that. So I thought
Right.
he did a good job with that, managing that. Um, Let me see what else got my
Oh
attention.
yeah, I did just think of something. Now, I was shocked to see Detective Blanca brought back
Yes.
because
Hmm.
she definitely can testify that sex is definitely dirty.
Mhm. Mhm. It looks like she's going to. She begged them to call her.
Right. So that was kind of interesting because I think she's trying to understand how the world, like the other detective that he tried to pull in to join his team as lead investigator, they're like, how the world did you just get fired 2 weeks ago and then you're rehired? And not only are you rehired, you're promoted.
Yeah.
And then the dude, John, the Asian dude, is back from his federal job. So they already know it's something dirty going on.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
too much.
And I'm just wondering, like, now Fax knows that Blanca knows about him. So for him to bring her as a witness and not even a hostile witness, I'm like, what is he thinking? Unless he just doesn't know what else to do. Like
Right,
he wanted to get that case through so bad because those men are pressuring him. And he can't say the real deal why he's pushing back against them so hard or was pushing back against them so hard. Because Tariq
right.
still can say that, oh, he was there. And that'll just blow everything out the water.
Exactly. And so he's trying so hard to keep the attention off himself. That's why he's trying to secure a conviction that'll actually stick, even though he knows she's innocent of that.
Hmm.
Now, she's not completely innocent of everything, but she's innocent of what they're trying to set her up with.
Right. Right. Like she handled that whole organization. I'm like, really? Come on, man. She knows some of the stuff that was going on and she knew of it, but she didn't have anything to do, with setting the wheels in motion, and things like that. Matter of fact, she
Right.
tried to stay out of that part. Now, she was just running drugs out the daycare center, and
Exactly.
she lived off of Ghost income, the money that they brought in and laundered in that nightclub. But yeah, for them to do that. But of course, they got the DNC pulling that so hard because they don't want to look stupid that they had a man running who was, you know, that evil
Dirty.
and that fed up.
Right. And the thing is, Tate's dirty too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Remember, last season he had them boys still out on the street corners pushing drugs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's dirty too, and he just knew that Ghost was a little bit dirtier.
Right, and Flicker. But you know what? I don't know why, y'all. I don't know if it's because it's Lorenz Tate or you know, uh, what was that with
Yeah,
Nia Long? I
crush
just said
that.
it earlier. Um, oh, I love Jones. But I kind of liked him in the show because he tripped me out how dirty he was. A little man, he was so dirty. But
Now the real estate is fine now.
I know.
Yeah.
And you see how he got that? Remember that girl that was working for him? She was like an assistant. Um,
Yes,
oh, gee.
yes. Oh my God. Yes. I know what you're talking about.
She turned on him, and then the other lady turned on him.
Okay.
So he really had motive to kill Ghost. I swear, Ghost.
Exactly, exactly. Because Ghost came and swiped that lady.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, and then he told him right in his face, like, you can't keep up with me, you know. Mm. And I knew if the writers was worth, anything, that they would have to write him back in this season because, he ain't finished. Tate, I'm like, he cannot be finished. And then he showed up today, you know,
Right.
as a pallbearer.
Right. I was tripping off of that. Like, oh my.
Did you see how Tasha looked at him like when he
Yeah.
came over there to console her to pay his
Yeah. She was like, if you don't get out my face, if you don't give me 50 feet, that's how she looked at him.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's turning out to be a good season. I'm very pleased, and I think these writers are gonna do better than the writers did in Greenleaf.
Exactly. They're already off to a better start.
Right, right, right.
I'm waiting for Tommy to come, Pandy.
Girl, when Tommy come, because
Mhm.
Tommy's a fool.
He gonna set it off.
Yeah,
Now, I like me some Tommy now
yeah.
with his crazy behind self. And they done killed Keisha too.
Yeah,
He
He,
gonna cut up.
he gonna come with that same car.
yeah, yeah. That was a cool
Okay?
car.
He keep him a nice little old school car.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
when he came to the house last season trying to kill Ghost, I knew he was crazy.
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. He felt like he was just shoot. They was they grew up as buddies,
I
and
mean, like brothers close.
yeah, yeah. And then he liked to kill Tasha, but he just let
Okay?
her off. He let her off.
Well,
I
since
mean, and he loved them kids as if they was his nieces and nephews, but he was gonna straight dust the parents off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I have to even say, arguably, that Tommy had more of a heart than Ghost because he gave Tasha, a free get out of jail card, and he knows Tasha killed Lala. I mean, Keisha. I mean, what's her name? Um,
Keisha.
yeah, Keisha. But
Hmm.
Ghost almost choked his wife out.
Wow.
Remember? He was gonna kill her straight
yeah,
in there.
Oh
So
yeah, didn't care about nobody but Angela.
yeah, yeah.
Ooh, and I'm so glad she ain't on the show no more because I couldn't stand her.
I couldn't even. I liked
Mm,
her sister, but I couldn't stand her. I just
I
couldn't.
couldn't stand her.
Yeah, just
I'm
wait.
just like, lady, you done destroyed this man's whole family life. I don't give a dang. How long y'all used to like each other ago? Okay,
Mhm.
like this man's a whole married man with a family now, girl.
Mhm. They
Fatal
Get
gonna
over
walk
yourself.
away. Walk away. No, but a lot of folks don't do that, and they get caught up in stuff. And her sister kept trying to tell her, "Leave him alone. Leave him
Right, and she
alone,
just
girl. It
wouldn't
ain't
do it.
good for you." Mm.
She
And
would not do it.
yeah, got shot because I remember Tommy was actually trying to shoot Ghost, right? And then she
yeah.
Yep, yep.
mm-hmm. Awful.
Hmm.
All right, you guys, it is time for me to get out of here. I enjoyed it as I always do.
Yep, yep.
Oh my goodness, thank you, Shannon, for coming by. Thank
Right on.
you, Candy. Thank you, let's see, Louisiana Boy James, if you're still here, Zero the Infinite. Want to thank you guys for coming by. Anybody else that didn't say anything that's still here, thank you, or have been here, thank you for coming by. And we'll, Indoor Outdoor Gardener, aka Finn, thank you
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
for coming.
I
And
can't wait for next week to see what's gonna happen. I'm
oh,
telling you.
oh yeah. We'll see you guys next time. If you haven't already, thumbs up the live. I sure would appreciate you doing that. And Pandy, tell them why if tell them how much it is to thumbs up the live.
Free 99, baby. Free 99.
It don't
399.
cost you a thing.
It is free
Yeah.
99.
399. Wow.
Okay, you guys take care.
All right.
Love you
All
much.
right.
Thanks, you guys. Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye. Have a good night.
Yeah,
You
peace
too.
out.
Click, click. Good night, Web Savvy.
Good night, friend.
So what time you work tomorrow?